I drew her Nsemusankwa and Mubusay na ibomodi hasi bit me ano krankra enso de amamo mrena so fisabi kom se dumienu ebebo ansana Ali Dondon Dankambari baba transi e breaking news na to so tentem amaye nyina ye mamu nyina chi eba sa program yi eso makwaba moni entwen kom se dumienu bebo na e de baba wiye Tony Atrasi the young Seminole 2010 amaye transfer stories do Samria I hot and that's some get crowd the latest brain Sanso and Euro 2020 quarter-final matches and chance here den or the moons and some and so brain or Copa America na kosho de koso and so your stories Africa in our Mohammed so betrasia or the brain Montana the Tony Wimbledon latest here for and Ephraim here for and call a third round and on instance Mahudo will be Tony at the brain Monfanse Musambra the same Tony,
I would win a good morning.
Morning. Say yeah.
I'm the Godfather now swear.
No pardon Bibia and so pa. All right. Yet you.
Nah, Germany film is a country ben our other.
Mini country be a free money free. But as a country me no be boa. Where they are we person back we say.
Until Italy. This is Belgium patch away.
Italy Belgium. Do we should be animation. Yes. At Ranambwa. Debut. Cause maybe
you can one at a time.
Oh, okay.
I mean, second who be a one.
Me see do we should be a men found. Oh,
coming home the
other. Oh, you will be away.
More Belgium.
And the Miss Moiti. Yes. Simple. Tony is simple. How the Trasumianko. Maybe I will be a mini hobby. That was me, uncle. No Italy.
But league needs start with
me or Italy or to move Belgium to Italy, the uncle.
What you met here for and I am for Italy. Premier League needs start here more Chelsea. The Blues no size. Well, you nante emena so you met here for them for kwaba na you to find him some so uncle for a close make out say when you join on Facebook and but more than a smartphone no so now peace na chi na log in na kwa Kessben FM on Facebook Kessben FM on Facebook na feel like na share ema onua enya konya enso entim enhwebi na bibia enso entim enkoso kama yen start enfan free amonene enfan free tennis na enko one board enra na chese day 4 bibia enso etim eba so kama yen start enfan free mema no enso afemu enra da yekonya Roger the tennis federal say ono enso en Richard Gasquet airport na ekoya full Adema tennis federal because Emma Roger winning 3 straight 7-6 6-1 and then 6-4 and Roger the tennis federal and so a team qualifying yenya Maron challenge say watch it Benjamin Bonzin etchano and 6-4 3-6 6-3 and then 7-6 9-1 Enra yenunsa Maron challenge so a team winning Nekajos and so and Gianluca Maga a boy Emma Nick winning 7-6 6-4 and then 6-4 for Novak and so a team qualifier and Nekajos so Abamodia ono enso a team a progression yenya Daniel Medvedev so also etching I'm Carlos Garcia etchano and 6-4 I'm 6-1 and then 6-2 I'm Jordan Thompson actually Kenny Shikori etchano na 4 sets and I'm a boy 7-5 6-4 and then 5-6 and Afinya 6-3 and Jordan Thompson and so a team a progression and then day 5 yebenya Novak Djokovic say ono enso any Denis Kudlia enso ebo Andrei Rublev ebesha Fognini na yenya Andy Murray so no enso any Denis Shapovalov ebebo na British number 1 Dan Iverson so any Sebastian Korda enso ebesha yekọ man enso afema enno bibia etim ekoso kama enne your top games ebeba so Iga Swiatek ebesha Amabeko Irina na yenya Sloan Stevens ono enso enen Sam Sovanov ebebo Ellis Mertens ene Madison Keys ebebo na Pliskova enso ene Martin Kova enso ede afreso we ene ne Emmanuel games eno enso ebetim abaso yenko Euro 2020 na yenko Jose Mourinho the special one manager ede Emma AS Roma ne kona so bisa ne se na man force group F no a group of death not France world champions senior Portugal European champions no more yenya Germany winning World Cup and then Hungary na sub group no obia enso team and make it into the quarterfinals now Jose say obia de enyen one watch France de you can some blame obia also wankasa e take blame no na bo wankasa e three chances ma Jose waka and for French team now team and qualify for the quarterfinals.
Germany was out against England. You can lose against England. And France was the one that my feeling was they have to blame themselves because they start the game against Switzerland bad. They recovered in a fantastic way, showing the immense talent they have. But when I saw the way they were celebrating the third goal, I didn't like. And I had the feeling of these guys are already celebrating in the Eiffel Tower, the dancing here, dancing there. I don't know which dance they did, but they did a couple of different dances. 20 minutes to go. Game is not over. So I think the way they approach the last part of the game was not the best. Then they concede the second goal. Then they go to the last minutes of the game, and I believe that Deschamps thought game is over because it takes Griezmann out when there is a risk of playing an extra time. Then they concede the goal. Then they go to extra time. Then Griezmann is not there anymore. And then a few minutes later, Benzema is injured. So I think everything went wrong for them. I would say that France is the team of that fantastic, difficult group, is the team that can blame themselves.
Mm-hmm.
The special one, hate him or love him, Jose, any attending cano, na relax it and if you name Pastor Palano, so ASI interview talk sports or sound so awkward, so Bekai, in this interview, a boy or boy friends manage, said, or Masham go number 3, or more Essa, so then I saw go a popper and a share. Jose said, I'm with the shots, no, or you best 5 goals so far. The number 5 goal on, and so a bear goal, a popper a share. France versus name celebration now. Pogba celebrating Yadini Ejen. We say Jose on Paul Pogba.
The moment the ball leaves his foot, he knows that is a goal. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I put it 5 because I felt that the goalkeeper was would be always very difficult to stop it. But I think in this one, the goalkeeper dives with both hands. And with both hands, you don't go as far as you go with one arm, which is the opposite arm of the side you dive. He could go further, who knows? He could touch the ball, who knows? But in any case, a fantastic striker. I didn't like the way the team celebrated, but I love the strike. Amazing shot.
Okay.
Special one, Jose Mourinho, manager Emma AS Roma, any attending cano, NT France, and Switzerland, France, Asham Ted Gun, a Pogba and a say, na Asawo Dominic German, Jose, I hate you, say, Nanya Jacomo Faso, celebrate a game, no, and no answer over, sa game, na 90 minutes, no, or Antoine Griezmann every moon. Extra time ena ye konya Benzema so no sukuru prema na din South France so ebetim qualify nti ne kwan so bia eblem obi yan ka se Mbappe arrogant na sasemasi ono enso arrogant dem France for nakasa enso enteki full responsibility na for mo enso entim emblem omho and then big game 7 p.m. Ghana time na Italy and Belgium na ball Giorgio Chiellini available last match omo enso etimi ball mo share 2-1 no one team ensia kan enso then all things being equal, no, obetimi a started at the Amadi Azuris and on enso a pre-match conference at Chileni, enso a Kasan, also a great stadium, no more enso ebesia can sa game way, a 1 billion sa match, no, enso ebetim abaso, or many akonya enso etim atroni, enti ene, bibiania, omehesomo enso ebetim qualify na wasa Belgium enye nina en Lukaku man focus Lukaku and make Belgium team the technique o team ebamodin eyini out Belgium team no what team akita for and also there be Belgium so many players are on a very good day enso ebetim ahadwen ye bi sana se on the Messi almost situation obi a contract midnight of the 30th of June na dia no all kind of on there or so come tournament and focus on there yes be ordinary juvedi no ho one thing after the other and then oboyros obi a tournament na there and obefa kwan a ono enso ebetim ade na future no ho so obe extend edit amajuva and no enso any problem kwan to no any message there hom enso come the bibia enso ebetim akoye do say omo benum enso free agent ho na Sven Goran Eriksson or your former manager Emma England omo enso national team no ahead of an England game and also ahead of Italy game omo Belgium airborne and all Roberto Mancini abaso se okochi Mancini na Mancini will grow abe a top coach because when the modern you don't see omo first game the second game no omo abe your favorite all of a sudden meanwhile you best start tournament no be am doc chance omo ebetimi abe board juma say into obo Mancini ono enso abaso ne or we in the world Italy enso ane Belgium match and enso ebetimi abaso na Francesco Acerbi enso a defender ono enso a defending at the Emma Club nidi enso na so many di enso at Italy was ono Lukaku pa because you are and omomienu enso ebo na watake Lukaku na every game pen ndi sa pepepe ne no enso ebetimi asi oba Lukaku enya habanpo no enso atim atel se coach no na konya se ono enso entim enstart ya na Roberto Martinez nso Lukaku abaso osi Lukaku nya say bia goals nation kwan osi enkai the last 24 months no Lukaku baller wabono or chese eban hold up play yenye assist yen rane na yenye bibia as a striker Lukaku se say ono enso all form pan Ballon Johnson in Saka enya dia be surprise in the crowd we ene nsema Roberto Martinez oko Belgium national team ono enso ene manager na enyo mokwa na ebo ye benya 4 p.m. says Spain enso ene Switzerland ebo na Luis Enrique manager enso edema Spain enso national team on say no room for complacency and kwan saman for the richest because Switzerland before this game almighty France world champions into ni kwan say ekasa bia pushovers into call na enso team akotwi enso the afa Switzerland enso man so na eko Spain kwakra no enso edoso pa na papers ni report to almost say Spain are very very hungry for glory into caption most of them we have massa at the moon and after AS and so at the banner headline but Spain hungry ne Morata meeting afano move it now for more and so at team qualify out the first and so you play all ball at the Ama Belgium and then or see Italy match na any easy crowd because Italy a strong nation a kind of football nation Italy one of them and then so ne come back drop pass come here Eden Hazard so oya fit na KDB so oya fit because onya Kevin De Bruyne na onya Hazard oko Italy match obekwa with your heads up ni kwan say wo team Ethiopia yanko Brazil Copa America and then about 2 games ebetim abaso na host nation Brazil and Chile a tough game no and adieba enso and say Alisson Becker one team and started Ederson ebenya akonya team started at Ama Brazil or minor na ye ko Chile so say clear say Enra yengusa Inter Milan wamo enso a player Alexis Sanchez Alotolapicano ono enso 820 before na ono kakra enna or your foot training session and ne ono enso available for Brazil ni Chile match and no enso ebetim abason Inter Miami MLS club they become the team no na omo yesa omo pe William Borges da Silva former Chelsea player says obo Edema Arsenal they put you off sika Erika William Borges da Silva eka so obeje club no okobie na no a was £167,000 a week no and sika person oje na double the Gonzalo Pipita Iguan impo aje o kan sa pe na Beckham ka se ene omo dwonso aba eno ano no omo enso entim amabiem Kylian Mbappe le tournament die France for film only players say negative stories ba that ya fan ho obete sa France BBS na Mbappe and also for the wrong reasons ba and say Mbappe na any players be pre-enka latest Antoine Griezmann na oni Antoine Griezmann omonten nye adan yes na ni bring Antoine Griezmann couple of goals are player no and so etim enya tournament na sia we any the keep latest news are enso the France ba I'm film every day in a negative story every France so yeah and so at the eba na Xavi so no dey on stroke because on dey o gide say Messi Barca and a Barca Messi nti said yeah Messi free agent name o gide pass after Copa America Messi obe new contract no akoso esna kan and so at the ama Barca club no na say Arsenal for every so pay goalkeeper na Aaron Ramsdale goalkeeper and so them the Emas Sheffield United na said yeah enso Copa so better go and so intim and from Mosajo yenya we so na fancy her
come on to me sir can no so
still Ellen Bat Holland to Chelsea emu ya yet say
nyehwe without him you go am 3-1 almighty Madrid without Haaland Chelsea eshem 3-1 aggregate intino or kan ho fine on kan ho still yemfamo
I feel champions.
Yem
Pedro, I perceive more good face.
Okay, Kwamiki Atrasi. I'm for Chelsea. Eddie, about for us and September. Kwame, a boy of us how much you?
Oh, how pa? He said, yeah.
This time,
I was like, yes, you know, it isn't guy. Fun, but Tata Bruta.
In Minnesota, my yena, if you're quite a jet the movie. Manun Tmina,
how the man go? Let's have got it out. Let me know Yama Bontidi could do videos as a monsieur. No, no, tell it, dear.
No person has over time office or now you call.
Until
a small dinka.
Minkai, there be okay, okay, Miniano, catch it. In the off-road and a whole first material. Okay. Oh, there is a I don't know about
in your back. Who catch a bear so for a hot and
the whole facility.
Well, who's a pay attention?
General, we are so penny. We are clock.
Because of friend and a half.
Sabu. One day. Of course. Start time decoder near Papa. Start time decoder nibi. Nana decoder nibi and never more quine. No matter much heroes. Heroes no over now quine. No to be ashabi. Heroes no el cosu and ne matches outdoor a basu den. Kopo decoder nibi. Unya decoder na. No dish, no cable, no LMB at the account. Nafe, wait me enjoy Eros no, obet me enjoy our start time decoder. So, would you wait in your decoder Nibia 0242 437 888 0242 437 888. Another number ofra start time decoder no wonsa ebetimi akabi Lumi Trust tablet and suspension eye malaria draw so malaria ne bekwa de yen so benom Lumi Trust tablet and suspension na to malaria na say e de amount anone malaria draw papa anone malaria draw wonnom a o malaria no entena ho etu ase edema de yen se format no obetimi afolo eye Lumi Trust tablet and suspension anone draw e was sonom 3x energy drink there energy drink there onum so a esanso boa e boost immune system no e boost ayewo energy level at the mouth enunti na also onum 3x energy drink ne bi num 3x energy drink ne bi na fe wo energy level na ekofom no adwuma dinde na abakwa ama ho de so ate no esanso embra back emfamau little soft drink there achena eye birthday party insiemu any gathering bia wo ye bia no fa little soft drink kwase obi obebe bia benum little soft drink amanani anso etimi agye ho adom molecular mixture eye malaria duro wo bia wabre waye dwumadenden wabre body pains waposo ya adom molecular mixture ena wasewonum adom natural tonic wonum ato untimi ndidi umoja so ate adom natural tonic ena wasonum adom W&G capsules and mixture etwiti impemo gudiemu yarie bia wenye bia no enu ne do wonum a ebetime to ase enso ede amount adom queplex enu so boawo wonum queplex ne bia wo site woni na hu ade yenum esutwa ede mawo ena adom co ointment koko ne hawa na watibi na de afaso ebetuma esu etwa ede amount all Ultimate Fashion and Furniture City. Aye biya okwa. Ultimate and a ton tade for wedding engagement. Assorted tade, dinner tade, office and tade, open suit, open blazers, open Italian shoes, open slippers. Aye Ultimate Fashion and Furniture City. And what's oko? Wokwa yebetimi abwa ye papa and no current furniture and a pebia. A man in your problem. Furniture there your ultimate and aqua one sabetimi akemi. Yawa doom and your war, your nippers is one about no edinche anymore. Sibi Malakio, a malaria fever draw, typhoid fever draw, general body pains draw, high body temperature draw, and nunti Sibi Malakio, and no any draw was on them. One of Sibi Malakio doibia. Yaria mabubosui ebetu asie ede amount. Adonko original hand sanitizer aye papa. So coronavirus no any virus bi aba nsam wobekọ dia ayesia so benum anase hia so be yusu adonko original hand sanitizer no na ama any virus bi am efiri nsam enso akọ Suzy Aba Center the CB men capsules aba eboamba bema utimi junsoye CB women capsules ewo dwaso eboawo ema oba besia ewo oye neat fefefe and a CB soap ewo dwaso we use CB soap for manicure and as a pedicure and no subekoye ediamount Lawson Aba Center and as a Lawson Aba clinic one with the Laka Mischaba gonorrhea impomo gudiam yarie bia amon sanke bia no ebetu ase ediamount delay man capsules abeboawo ama bema wetima bo adwuma ye Lawson Aba Mr abeboawo body pains no malaria ne bekwa Lawson Aba Mr Loxin Herbal Clinic and omdi sendway a day abedjaso UPI Uniat and wasaucom your main courses on computer basic and office administration, network and cyber security, online business and e-commerce, graphic designing, video editing and 3D animations and a software engineering. Wo pese nyemakoye edema odia bomade insano juma de ye na ba courses abebiano obetime nyamu insano juma police ni na Ronaldo Virginia, USA, Nadaruma, Yanchadie, and Tony, now the amount for more Kessben television or more Facebook, or more follow Pancho, Facebook, Kessben FM, when you're live on Facebook, oh, here, na share, na Oma Unia, and so should be say Friday edition of Midfield Action, Airborne, Ubiano, follow. Into Munse, no Bia, and so intimate on Facebook. Why in the dark Kessben TV? As she Facebook and so on Joe I want more TV na Sunday on Facebook and the more Facebook no Monfa Edinum Remtentem na Yanchewa DSC questions no bebre aba bidafo nyina enso ewa na ehina amanfo de mo questions ano pay omode efa okay 30 seconds no abana am I all right Frankunaro. It is a General.
Yamiado. Yeah, fine. Yamiado.
No. We are
now. Me said Tony defeat you, Senator.
Tony defeat me.
I don't pay.
Only defeat me. No one tears money.
No, the first.
Also, me team. When I see me ubia, ne match me ubia, no win ubia. No go play good soccer.
That's
okay. And I'm good as also here. No, saying, can me answer or no answer.
And I was on no answer.
Yes, not so Belgium, no, some Italy.
And I said, maybe who be a unio.
Yes,
that statement is very crucial. Maybe who be a unio. And one man a chance on no choose first. And was season ever chance or Chelsea.
So, or Chelsea.
What Chelsea say?
Then what Marco Chelsea.
Oh, why and Rami and first one is on the choose first. Second thing is that baby will be a unio.
Oh, of another say, oh, fashion with children.
And Tony, there be
of Jenny. And Jenny. When Tony Chelsea.
What choose Chelsea? And they say, baby, call
happened that.
What do I choose Chelsea? Me and I'm more fast and more.
And for the first time, you never cover. For the first time. So Chelsea was open there, genuinely.
Defeated a boom.
Defeated.
We done a ring.
You know, a lot of people
so make a job. I make a job.
Prepare for him.
You know, Peter to someone back room.
First half of
Let's now come.
Alex Nyako. Wow.
Hello, Bob is Alex Nyako.
You are not catching him.
The Brony BTC Park is over this.
No distance in Krabi. His days are there, but if Rasante Kotokone too.
Yeah. Okay. Why did
your friend Guy Jesus Alex Nyako or say Guy Facebook Guy Jesus or the Bantam crowd or the Toso or the buy into Guy Jesus Alex Nyako nti send no number na fabreye na send them.
Do you call Facebook this year Guy Jesus?
Oh, patron.
No, mean can't say but them someone more Facebook.
What dear? Who said? Oh, the kind of bejo. Obes send it to now.
Okay. I'm going to play the vocal weekend.
All right. Let's continue.
Constituency MPP chairman.
Oh, okay.
Yes. My uncle Bobo pa no. And oko vet ni bi won kran. Me wo shino.
Nyina dem pa botality.
Dem pa botality ba.
Se bibia
bekoyi. Why? Good luck. Sir Kaka, headmaster of our first class institute, now at Adum Afrancho. What has Coach Samuel Boadu added to Heart of Oak? I want the candid opinion of Andy and Newton. In the course of a football match, if a goalkeeper catches a penalty and his teammate, in the course of congratulating him, touches the ball with his hand, whilst it's in the goalkeeper's hand, is it a penalty or not? Referee Kala should educate me on this, please. Kala Enra Oye Nunia Mema 1 week. Na oseme fa na se mo bia mo amade be boa no bia ye nkoso no referee Kala so damasi na kopon shiro bia. Hello, good morning, Sergio. I want Newton to explain to me why Nainggolan they didn't get much opportunity to play for Belgium national team. And I want to ask what has Elvis Babanko retired? I want to ask whether Elvis Babanko has retired and which club was he playing for? Okay. Please, good morning. I want Newton to explain to me why Nainggolan did not get much opportunity to play. I'm saying, so please, may the blessings of Allah locate you all. I want to know from your knowledgeable pundits exactly what Jordan Sancho is bringing to Manchester United setup. And the same thing applies to Rafael Varane. If possible, he also joins Manchester United. Mubarak Akosa DFA Bonifacio, watching you live from Kwabri, Kenya. Morning, Yankopon, Enye Ejuma. Wow. Good morning, sir. Which Ghanaian team won double in the domestic season in the last decade? Mr. Boateng, Uduwefi Tafuna Abraham. How many years were missed by the club before the FA Cup bounced back in Ghana? Kwame Kofodia. In the 90s, in the 90s, which was the last year Heart of Oak beat Asante Kotoko in Kumasi in the league. Al Hassan Mohammed Duifri Eye Ntonsu Ensu Ena Abreye. Okay. Which is the common number of goals scored by top scorers in the club top scorers in the World Cup? Just the free and so do we free and cry and Abreye. Me repeat you on. Which is the number which is the common number of goals scored by top scorers in the World Cup? Just the free Accra. What is it? Okay. Which is the common number of goals scored by top scorers in World Cup? Just a free Accra.
A bit 36 goals goal king. A bit the 4 G, a bit the 5 G.
Okay.
How goals on the goal king from the dot sign them?
Okay. Amongst that's the How many foreign coaches have handled the Black Stars in the last 3 decades? Rufai Abdullah Tamale. So how many African teams have participated in the FIFA Confederation Cup before? Akwasi, anyway, if you crew from. Good morning. Please, I want Andy to answer this for me. Why some of the players in other leagues, when they come to the EPL, they find it so difficult, especially in the first season. Shadrach, Accra, Abogba. Good morning. In a football match like Sweden versus Ukraine, where Sweden was down by 1 goal, down by 1 man in extra time, if the match had traveled into penalty shootout and the first 10 players for each team scored, what will happen to the team down by a man in the 11th kick? Okay. Jacques Atakuyo, Tachiman Jacques Atakuyo. Tachiman Mahmoudi Yanaja Chamiwai. Good morning. Hans Dieter Smith lost against Accra Hartlepool when even Taylor and other very good players were in Asante Kotoko at that time. And yet, and again, we use another wide coach to face Hartlepool in a decider. Why? Johnson Smith will have done better. What's your opinion? All right. How can I say we are no what's your opinion? All right. Mobile answers that question. Also, good morning to you and your team. If these players are to join Phobia, Agadas, Adenim Boateng, Abib Mohammed, and Alawa, let Andy name the first 11 if they join the team. Abodie Michael, Abodie Michael, Accra.
Agadas Ajenim.
Also Agadas Ajenim Boateng, Habib Alawa. If they are to join Hartlepool now, what will be their starting 11? Let your able panel help us with these questions. 1. When was the last time the FA and the Asante Kotoko management followed up to check on the driver who was shot in the eyes at the Baba Yara Stadium? 2. When was the last time they followed up with regards to investigations into the action of the police? Yaudeko Bukrum. Okay. Richard Donko, Asante Figasi. Joe, can you and your crew tell me what we have gained from the number 12 as a nation? Was it not just a means of bringing Mr. Nyantechi down as is happening now? Good morning to you and your knowledgeable crew. Joe, please let Andy answer this question for me. Do the GFA have a company that sponsors their monthly salaries? If no, then where do they get money to pay themselves but can't get money or sponsors to pay our referees to make the league exciting and fruitful? The show is loud and clear at Sunyani West Nadmo office. Adamu Muhammad Dabo Sunyani Zongo. FIFA 1 Akuma Damrantie here. Sports Master Asiosu Senior High School. What should I do about? Sergio, yesterday I heard Andy saying because we don't have enough pitches, we can't play simultaneous matches. But Inter and AC Milan use the San Siro. Lazio and Roma use Stadio Olimpico. But they play matches simultaneously. I can only recall Hartlepool, Olympics, and Legon Cities using the Accra Sports Stadium. Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Ash Gold using Lenclay, and King Faisal and 11 Wonders using the Ohene Ameya Park. Can't we let any two of the three teams using the Accra Sports Stadium go away, and one team to play away at Lenkley and Tetiman in the first round of matches to avoid match fixing. Bring back school sports. Bring #bring back school sports. Okay, FIFA 1. Sportsmaster Asioso Senior High School. Crespo Edway Fifufu. Good morning, Kessben Sports. I want your pundits. I want to ask your pundits which players stand the better chance of winning this year's Ballon d'Or. Hello, Kessben Sports. My question is one between Jose Mourinho and Rafa Benitez, who is more successful with trophies and head-to-head, who has won more and has a chance of winning something this year? Jose Rafa Benitez. 2, update me on their tactics of play. Marijata to help me out, please. Buhari, Edwefri Achim Kwabi Zongo Buhari. I greet you all respectfully. Sir, is it proper for the disciplinary committee of the GFA not to release verdicts of cases that have been lodged? Don't you think a last-minute release of these cases can unduly advantage one team and disadvantage others? Bofua Kwatano has lodged a case against Unity FC long ago, and no verdict released yet. Alaji Mama Salia, Ifura Wanchi Bandaline. Trust and obey, for there is no other way to be happy in Ghana unless you support Heart of Oak. Ranting, exaggeration, insinuations, and blame games can't guarantee a dwarf's win, but the hard work of phobia will slumber at critiques. Heart of Oak. Wait, no question. Ronaldo, come on. So you be quiet. The question about. Good morning, the General and your crew. Please, my question is, the France national team has a bird as a symbol, as well as Tottenham Hotspurs. I want to know if the birds are the same, and also Hotspurs has its roots from France. Secondly, concerning the ban on Fire Rangers board of directors and shareholders, does it affect Asante Kotoko in any way? If yes, why? And its implications. And as this year, aka Bad Road Scale, Udifri Gansa and Abre. Good morning. I want your panel members to explain to me the definition of officials by the Ghana Football Association, whether it includes shareholders and directors. If the answer is no, why Nanaya Mponsa? Why was Nanaya Mponsa given a ban for 5 years? Is Ket Okreku not doing harm to himself? If really Nanaya Mponsa is not supposed to be banned? Good morning. Can we attribute Heart of Oak's recent performance in the ongoing DPL to the investment made by their board chairman Togbe over the years being in charge? Please let your panel discuss this. Sir, does your station have any problem with the current management? Because first it was Franco Naro, followed by Fred, and now the whole sports crew. Please, what is really happening? Please, this time around, kindly answer my question. Because of late, you don't answer my questions. I'm listening to you live on 92.9 Accra, Taifa. Mugabe is my name. Okay. Questions kakra enso ewaha. Bamcho yedi enso ebeka first batch no ehun tentem edi emamo. Bamensha quickly. So what's the latest on the GFA disciplinary committee and Fire Rangers issue? Kofi Nimu Edwefri and the latest now. Okay, Joe. Is the FA not being high-handed on this matter, especially when Fire Rangers almost immediately withdrew their earlier letter sent to the FA, even though Fire Rangers seriously erred? Would they have done same to some of the clubs that openly supported them in their presidential campaign. Ama Gansa and in them. But most of you are now what I
got it. But I don't know.
Okay. We see when and where will the finals of both CAF Champions League and Confederation Cup be played? Yaupi Edwefri Sumai and Abraham. We see I understand both Hartlefolk and Dwarfs have protested against referee Sefa. Don't you think it would be very fair for the FA to change him? Yusuf Abubakar, the referee Sumai and Abba. Referee Sefa, referee will handle Hartlefolk Dwarfs match. Though in my opinion, the best local side in Ghana can't significantly compete in Africa, let alone a club side. What's your opinion? Again, let your wonderful guys give their best 11 on the local front. Ali Baba Akumadan.
So the question, the first one.
First one, I'll say, in my opinion, the best local side in Ghana can't significantly compete in Africa, let alone a club side. Okay, he wants your opinion on that. And the second one,
local Black Stars.
Local Black Stars, yes, local Black Stars. Okay, what's your opinion? Again, let your wonderful guys give their best 11 on the local front. As a local Black Stars now, or say compete in Africa, let alone a club side. Yeah. What's the current state of the Kumasi Sports Stadium? Talking about pitches, the pitch, the tartan tracks, stands, etc. Film on Yabua, the Frikwada so and Abba. Joe Newton wanted to do some board work on Asante Kotoko yesterday, but couldn't do it. Please, can you allow him to show us what he wanted to do yesterday? He meant anyway, a free Asokore. And so Abreye, a first batch, first batch. But when you kakra and so free her, Nafi. Nana do Udiane a question, Nana do a science tutor, Senior High School. I asked this question yesterday, but I don't know whether it was read or not. You don't know whether it means you are not listening. In fact, sir, I've now realized that if Chelsea will get a good goal poacher, we can conquer Europe. So I want Andy Kem and Newton to help me with a striker who will help us the most. I'm thinking about Erling Haaland. Is it possible, Andy? We free Nanedu and so eho. Achina, we a policeman. Achina, also say Achina. But please, which player has played more teams okay in the world? Achina police ready to teacher IK Yanfo. Achina say who Yanfo police station okay. Maybe other questions. I'm watching you for Moreba. Anafi, what do we free Sunyai Zungu Nabajo and your unbeatable pundit? What's the difference between a sports analyst stroke pundits and connoisseur? Again, how do you guys see the current DFA? Nefi and Sunedi, we are braying. Questions. Yeah, Twasso. The last year, I'm going to first batch, and so a be free her and about Kessben television. So also now 92.9 Accra, 93.3 Kumasi. Okay. Upon this is not a question. This can't be a question. And I want to do. My couple mama has said, "Oh, they buy any question." Mama, if you want to band line, I can question no. Others no. Say ba a year second round no. Na ebeshe nina enso edi emamo. Edi si ha na mafa me commercials edi kan aba. Obia wa ha Kofi Champion wa ha, Andy Kem wa ha, Franco Naro wa ha, Marijata and afi Awa Mohammed Hudu.
The last decade, team Ben Aibi, Kumasi Asante Kotoko 2014 under Didi Dramani, we need the league SRG FA Cup after beating Interlice. Number of years missed by the clubs after say FA Cup, call Esabae no eno so 10 years from 2001 you bought the last FA Cup game when Anas Mohammed scored the only goal for Kotoko against Kimfesa, and then a bounce back in 2011 and Kotoko ni nani and so boy Emma nani awini. In the 90s last game has Ebeshe Kotoko Kruma was that 1-0 na Edmond Copson Ebeshe Usman Amadunya red card and friendly Kotini Kambu match no. That was during the then times I bet mensa babi tiki of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Sejo binsu bisate now African teams being aboard the FIFA Confederations Cup. Yenya Cameroon, Yenya Tunisia, Yenya Egypt, and then Nigeria. These are the African sides that have played at the FIFA Confederations Cup. Obinsu bisa se CAF interclub competitions no finals na beba so no a date be. The etienne say Raja Casablanca ni GS Kabili no beba so 10th of July ayawremu ya, which is after Ochina Saturday next week no. Game no beba so e was Stade de l'Amitié e wo Benin in Cotonou, and then 17th July, so which is 1 week later after the second Confederations Cup na Basono, which is also Saturday na, and also beba so e wo Mohammed V Stadium in Morocco, Casablanca. Sergio Binsu bisa player ben wa bo teams duduo ama club chain play bia is a certain player called Sebastian Abreu. During the World Cup, Uruguay ball penalty. I'm not sure the winning goal now. Ochepo about 31 clubs and he cut across 11 countries. Okobobo were Uruguay, Argentina, Spain, Brazil, Mexico, Israel, Greece, Paraguay, Ecuador, Chile, and El Salvador. He scored 432 goals in 26-year career Onyaye. So he retired. Wabrao drew 44 years and he scored 26 times for the Uruguayan national team in 70 appearances. Last one, maybe answer, coach is Oma coach the Black Stars in the last 3 decades. Yenya Bukatsiza o coach in the 90s, Esaba back in around 2003 on. So Bukatsiza, Otofista, Omoina 15, me Bobodino, Bukaziz, Otofista, George and Reclassing the late. Peter Gavrela, Yenya Ishmael Kes, or no dear call South Africa, 1996. Rhinos Israel from Holland, Sobekuchie, Burkina and Tate, Yenya setting Giuseppe Dosena, Milan Zivadinovic, Ebespeni, some few months be Ekwe, Ravzundik, formerly of Kumasi Asante Kotoko in Kimfesa, Yebenya Mariano Barreto, the current coach of Asante Kotoko. Yesabenya Ratomer Dukovic, on no idea called the 2006 World Cup no. And after that, and a Claude Leroy came, Milova Rajevac, Goran Stevanovic, and the last one was Abraham Grant. Say you 15 coaches, expatriates who have taken the Black Stars in the last 3 decades. I'm done.
All right. Our Mohammed. Okay. Yeah, second batch, you know. Others, Baba, hope you. Maminko, Fanaru, why ready? Nankami ko mami mo ntramra. Okay. Adike.
Jenwa.
Me mo so ntra.
Oh, Fred near ready ametimi akọ.
Yengo.
All right. Obese Adie na Jadon Sancho at the Manchester United. So he comes with versatility. Obetimi abo right, obetimi abo left. The friend number 7 and number 11 in obetimi abo. He comes with creativity. And Yema Ayo United anymore, so much team so more packet basa. Obi be a team in India mom. Obi open up defense in India mom, no, Sergio. Or the Sanya Maneba. 1-on-1 situations on the right or on the left. Say a jibbo nasi a probia or not to beat me at taking 1, 2, 3 players honor. Obenya Sadian wo Jadon Sancho. He comes with assist, he comes with goals. And on any man, Jadon Sancho Edeba. Osa pesa o go through the lines. O the ball ne fan 10-1 out. O stretch opponents no play through the wide areas. Obesa nya sa nyema we e o Jadon Sancho ho. This do. Enyema Jadon Sancho e dey back to the table no. No. Osa busa say Rafael Varane so dey no dey ba. Rafael Varane it comes with a perfect organizer at the back. He comes with leadership qualities, about with huge experience. He comes with so much quality. You almost say in recent times, Real Madrid none form yet. Oba Iro Yin who say quite so down. But in the level of play, anybody was see a candidate drew, being a World Cup winner, winning the UEFA Champions League tries at Madrid stage awagina bobono and they been a Harry Bawaya nomine Vetolender of Moore. He's an upgrade over the two in terms of overall performance. It is Oba Beshech what the Moma. United believe we said they will get that in a village to Ferdinand. And the days of just stamina, Ronnie Johansson, Munanubi, no mobit me and at the back. It is solidity and our favor and at the bow Manchester United. Tell you, my memory free street. Obibusa about your first 11 in the Ghana Premier League assistance. My goalkeeper Razak Abeloa. On the right, I'm going for Fatah Mohammed, Radio Voka on the left, Ismail Ganiyu, Roberta Adusua, Benjamin Efutukote, Sam Adams on the right, Maswell Abekwe on the left. Me midfield near Glasson, Salifu, Efutu, and then dear Usie Taylor. We money me players are me you Omodu Bako for the Ghana Premier League. Obi say House of Folk modeba aso eni nansan ye betimi aka se togo kan ho bi na aso edi ana asejo untimi mo House of Folk modeba na omo bo untimi mo ma ba so abra obeja togo se on tenachiri because ebrebia ne nkoyi no ne ebo nachi tama na House of Folk endam transfer omo de free players en kwana na omo fa no na ye kan ho asem say the standard of House of Folk they need to spend after Malika Kuwa no muntimi nsane player bia basejo in recent times obo a strategic signing now checking almost fast use Kaleba Mankwa in their games clearly a say it was strategic. Salif Ibrahim, I said it here the last time, saying the last 10 years only the signing off of the decade for House of Folk. MOB the message by saying for Kwabna mobile. I agree. He's no close to Kwabna. But Oka player of free 11 won the Sabawa be so influential in the House of Folk setup. No some more results on the field of player. You talk of Ibrahim Salif. Again, say Kaku some obodu free a media mabaye. Yaka Oben Hamza free media mabaya. Sajo, start signing singing na to go after the NAA. And I said, you and the team so about the House of Fuka. They are on their way to clinch their first league title for the first time in 11 years. Untimi Maba Sobono, now we have to go after the and so in CH. Obia account, everybody are part of the House of Folk team. No, said you on so fata Basobo, and Obia Malaja can be say. Biamfa abasobo de enema but we are part of the time and nko ni ebonidin se neko yi a omunyina aka ho the whole House of Folk fraternity no na sejo obetimi abo ma ba se league no omoda first no omunyina amode bo e no maka boma omode da first obede ba se last minute release efi no de beba no ye nigidie se betimi aha eye clubs no se dem se last week ye sa discussion no ha se Olympics na House of Folk anya asem ebisina yenhu verdict no or cite the example of Bofakwata no any one team I think Young Apostles case omudi akwa de bisine saa decision nyina amae sajo de ye kan say and now hwe ba bia league di adua so hwe zone 1 hwe zone 2 hwe zone 3 hwe the Ghana Premier League ma league na omo pushing it to the wire check Accra Lions versus Tema Youth check Bofakwata no versus Gold Stars. Say you check his zones nyina how any man is so close but for sorry versus RTU how any man is so close say quest last minute the decision be aba na before be na be man undue advantage and na dey say be boy game na man metinya koyi nti dey yesre afi ne say be bia ejina ide e be so mbe momwan ha na issues bi atimi aba be kan mo nsa no sajo omo be release sa ne man dey aba na obi ehunu ne bobre ne ba bi obegina I think say no ne betimi abo ama game na timi akoso House of Folk near Bushia Dwarfs, yes, so omo say omo protest say referee friend Sifano, omo premanini. I don't expect House of Folk people to protest because last week Abraham Akotofoni protested over Daniel Lai appointment no nyina sorry tia. It is a referee ba did not so omo in favor they should keep mute because said yo if you know it was a referee na omo man this argument. The two teams they complain and let us referee yade. They should allow him to officiate that particular game because last week issues among for Rezi over Daniel Lai, you know, still on the this match, no, and half of all people in our said there be quarter of one in the case. Now it is their turn now. It's a almost so complaining you can say affinity referee Stefano said you. In my opinion, he should be allowed to officiate that particular game at Ebebaso in Cape Coast. Obi de ba say endran awia no na me minimiki show no meka say no obi can about simultaneous games. Emma meka how it started after 1982 World Cup Australia and Germany. Ekobo match and Jinsen Sembebre ebai. Now he's talking about the Stadium Olimpico, two teams for Rome and Lazio nebo. Or can't you see him as AC Milan in Inter Milan nebo? But so these are two things. In Tibaku betimi akwa we na ba akwa bohu. But so ba Cross Sports Stadium Legon cities. A house of folk, a Olympics, and at a point 9 allies account. Sir venue almost simultaneous games. And let's not forget, Europe now here can in as a Joe almost simultaneous game the last round of games. And Kwano Mobo. Until you cannot blame the FA on this particular issue. Say FA more simultaneous matches. We don't have venues I bet in the boss in Europe. Sadio venues are nipa crowded by aye Kenya and venue or more 4 teams or more 3 teams. These are only 2 teams back betimi akwa back betimi abawo. Into the better to ye the na one stadium as Sadio 4 teams nesi account wa oko kan for simultaneous games are any. And let's not forget in Europe it is only the last match and on simultaneous games. Into ma mikasa.
And the man for Kessben count. My reason fi say if you not sign contract with Star Times. Almost certain number here obligatory Star Times for no every week. I think currently they are showing about 4 matches live. Until SIF in said some be making sure some be satisfy that obligation and says can no free Star Times one no clubs no the benefit until so okay say a free 4th week beka for me every until money at the same time they can only show 1 match per week. In that case, they will not be able to meet that obligation. I owe contract on the Star Times and so terms in account. But maybe on the final day, they have already calculated. Say in Europe, on the final day, they could also do it same here.
So the last one, obese kotoko de mrofu coach is abo house of folk or more modebo anso any or sati hand detachment and obo Mariano Barreto nano. But on Kaiser made in open such a house. And our Obusa say, no. Said you don't say. Johnson
Sunday game, send you decider.
Oh, so be able to no one now, Mr. Sunday. Now we are more likely to win.
Debut, and you decide out.
In your tea. Well, now Mr. Sunday.
I will major influence in deciding, but I wasn't decider.
You see, let's see good answer.
No, why am I agreeing with Joe? They say I'm going to get no now the same point.
Yeah.
On the match now. Now I can the same games for one thing. We game a couple of 10 9 chain. Game a couple of Jefferson will be winning game. Mumi no Musha and nature will
be winning game.
Yes, so everyone is doing well.
You know, that's a good answer. After winning that game,
design a game.
Oh,
no. Technically.
Fine, but
let's say Timbo decide that now come 10 matches maybe. Anonymous, Timbo decide now come 10 matches maybe. Would you like this morning?
It was the never decided. And no sooner be decided.
Yes, it's a major deciding factor, but technically it wasn't the decider.
Fine. Worry.
That's a man fancy.
We are not so.
Oh, there we said you. Anyway, I said Johnson Smith and Gobeshe. Now said Johnson Smith not bench Joby.
Oh, I said only final say.
Now said first one on net bench.
Why not bench?
Yeah, Johnson Smith.
The almost share how to focus. On board draw. On net bench. But I said draw near defeat.
Said you said Mr. Also no Uncle Beshe. Omunya draw. Say 0-0 is same old story. Anna.
But I can't.
Far better saying.
In any score line, draw better than lose.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying is that 0-0, I think I has another face.
But how was it doable? Say, Yakobo na kotoko decide say yen kotoko for yen has here. Na sticks e Brunia.
You say yes you Ghana.
Oh me pacha me yenje.
Ebesuada.
Yes.
I
want to me person make no match see ya. Ne je so mo si in Bruno je say the one person we no. Bruno and in susum entimi lady. How if I make catch ro.
Achapa.
Pass how.
Okay.
No pass.
Obi also obi obeka bia so.
Obi kaya on can be sambra. I'm saying Bruno
No, I think so. Be Kaya on can see me.
And I say, I'm with the Mikael. Tell you,
won't mean no questions be.
Okay,
Mikael. I say, Ope, or no, not Gian say, you find the local 11, the best 11, our league, you ain't been competing with Africa. You ain't been found the Ali normally one year Africa. No, your best 11 in the system now, you ain't been found there. Not number 2, or Momano. Best 11 see our league
Mama yo
and why okay
my 17 suma odia Razak Abeloa Fatau Mohammed Radio Vuka Ismail Ganiyu Roberta Dusoa Benjamin Futu Glassen Awako Salif Ibrahim in midfield Sam Adams on the right Masola Bekwede Usitila me 11 no okay question na obusano CAF Champions League dear Yintimi.
Name a question, Pacho.
Oh, okay. But the question will be the buyer. CAF Champions League, they are Yintimi. But Confederation Cup, they're with a good coach, beating IBB.
With what coach? Confederation Cup with this squad.
So with a good coach, beating IBB.
He been anything.
Oh, at least semi-final, honor. Kaiser Chiefs be Orlando Pirates be now they are coaching Reg more final na we say be here.
The Kaiser Chiefs or Champions League final.
No, I'm only saying say minimum so more final. I'm only saying it. Say we need consistent customer in the Champions League.
Do what you say Confederation you between the squad they are final.
Yes. Oh, say you no dey beat me IBB. But CAF Champions League there. Sundowns ne Ali for no ne.
Na Confederation say JS come no final. Na JS come ntia fa mu players e be 1 to 11. Na players ya ndi bubo ye do mu toto mu ho a. Say you bet ma match you.
Nti say you CAF Champions League there said the Ali Malau moi so no enye ya fe but Confederation it there ye pre ho kakra bi betimi akonya reja bi na bia ye lose one day bi ofana bi afare sa
okay you see na ye hwe ye performance
now my heart folk 11 so okay eno I ho dia
okay no na nanga me ya na ye hwe ye performance e wo Africa na dia mpempi ye hwe player quality but my dream said the omodibiti and the fan managerial a major issue.
With a good coach,
even make administration and then the technical. Mom do any no be no e kwan am fa so do players two kwan kra ta mom di two kwan any sa ne mane mani nyina no any the diabolics of the game influence ne sa ne mane mani nyina no e ho nyina so ya na yetosini till sometimes we only look at the starting 11 near show quality near their analysis but administration is a key factor when it comes to going to Africa.
Management and messy up we are affected seriously. Okay. What about this question? Say, but players be the say I'm going to have set up no one.
Okay man. So I say Habib Agadas. Edino boy na ala wani Agadas dem kwana best start to has.
Sir.
Last team you ne ya Agadas. Any Habib, any Alawa, and the best starting.
Habib, intimate starting has
Roberta Dusoa and Mohamed Alasan form no intimate to him.
Scott Morgan, so if you
requires a center
back.
Okay. Scott Morgan, and so if you are crabbies, I'm just a similar question about the players need become Glass Nawako. What the players now has a problem? Glass Nawako, Agadas, Victorian Adebayo, Felix Anan, Ejenim Boateng, and Benjamin York. Glass Nawako, Agadas, Victorian Adebayo, Felix Adam, Ejenim Boateng, Benjamin York.
Sadio Benjamin York, I've watched him once, and to rely on him, but I know he's a consistent performer. Adebayo, the Ghana 18 Bia Okumo best started.
Okay.
Adebayo, the 18 Bia or Ghana Bia best started.
Okay.
Now, Makasa Agadas be room. Glassen will start based on game player coach in the person of
Oh, sir.
Oh, yes. Because it's a glass on number 10. You're quite obviously we're competing with Salifu. The first round was for Glassen, but the second round for Salifu. And overall, in my opinion, Salifu is a better player so far as the league near Bonnier concerned. But overall, he's not a better player than Glassen.
Even the first half, Mitchmakaze was a close contest. Over the number of man of the matches, Salifu J was playing for the
I agree. He won 5.
Now,
I agree. You can have 3 number 10s, but obetimi ade o ma bo game ama o hwa you be okay. So that would depend on the coach. But Glassen said you on a fit a league mo de on so be over started.
Oh, okay. Ejenim Boateng
started.
Felix Anan.
Felix obviously will be imposed.
Felix Anan.
Yes.
Ebe to read that.
Oh, said you obey 2 and 10 sokra.
Oh, okay. Yo, Naro. Yes, I mean, also, now we answer the question. I answer.
OBCC, I can see now Timber could play a red card. Yabo match in every year, penalty shootouts, and a penalty no more 10-10 every year. Obviously, Baku 11 and a Baku 10. Into about 10-10 every day number. In such situation, the officiating officials on here say,
Mamenkai Mickey and Tony say. Somewhere Kumasi Sports Stadium, so there's TSC.
Yeah, I'll be beside.
I'll be beside. Somewhere they are fine. Somewhere you didn't come out. Mufama Tusu na Mamfo Enche. So this week, brother Munya. Oh, okay. I'm saying no mind radio. We was ask a question. Tatan tracks and wow. Oh, Kofi.
Yes,
easy.
What does that know?
I'm saying no. Some when no go far away by you. Okay. Where's supposed to know?
Omo ye Tatan tracks.
Aye. Oh, nice one. Tracks, no.
Very good. We are a best room. A call a Chukan Japan, they back with me. Omutatan tracks, no. Do your home for soda.
Titias,
Dabi.
Okay.
You could training Keku. Normally, a yabe sell, Saka grass, and be sell from dressing room, no duco. Inti. Me fed the original Jew uncle is so fast to see Bessie. No, the car for Siaba before the so. No, can't be or cast as much as you. Tina Coneso or Fasoko.
Mango theatre
track in the so. Because pitch in the so. Son of Manunian account maintain maintenance coach and a problem. I say. It is a the bus will say bit maintain if you are there, mind come away. But after a few years,
the high hill, even warranting, even the shoes. Shows concert near the honey bedina tantra. One Gabon. Once Gabon, Mubo under 17 tournament or Gabon. No more Afcon or Gabon 2017. So 2017. Equatorial Guinea. About Afcon or 2015. After Cowa Cup, you saw a co-founder and near Vicus no Mojano. But last time I calf in Spati Stadium no more no. Only one stadium no Munya or Gabon. Mewa Equatorial Guinea. Ewo the old Malabo. Omo de obi benyi mongomo bata stadium na de bo afcon ni na na standard e approved by CAF o Equatorial Guinea 2015 afcon but 2017 afcon e bo Gabon no one stadium na ne e eligible to host CAF and normal. But what me dem say it's about the mentality and the maintenance culture Joe de bekwa de no so utimi ye ne sa de ko ho a no betima ne sa nti Tatan tracks ye mpanfo if you are ye hu ba bi ni pebefa inti entrance be yes a carpet grass be from dressing room no in fact to the pitch no so ye bi akwa en fa so me nam so ebi the moke ni no man fa wo so ni nam so ense no
but ebe had you in matches especially big games what can some man confirm for Tatan tracks and so your security for your bobo goal aba celebration jubilations ne why never be the koso
mekanisa
big games
some mekanisa
tracks no
tell you I said wako airport now wako ferry plane I say we intina ha when you say well checking no me was say we plane yakota na yakota ya sakota we kwata mchi wakota mchi you're only trying to minimize the frequency or the amount or the number of times that ebi nipa be back together and just say forever ever nipa ntembetete te ka se me mfa we mfa so and just say forever and ever obi amfa bi amfa so but you are minimizing the number of times that obi kwa kwetete so there are circumstances be o it just you cannot do anything about it so what we must say and then mentality dey come no
all right
no so what
very good suggestion but Nyadi ombe faso ombe ye which is a shows you know stadium
I will come back to this situation we'll come back to this back to this situation yes I am for
yeah that's it for the whatever car narrow
yes again also that's right nipa question is say bobo no ye team back play a film to about 10 against 11 area or mobile post match penalties and will be about 10 area then a referee be because one team 11 and about 10 usually the also referee and sakra no ba be bono or mo be set team no say o player back ben and o mu yi na free penalty shootout nim into mo 11 no umbe yiba umbe dikan yiba ko afrim
okay
no nka penalty shootout no na afi di ruma be 10-10 into 10-10 no mu nyina bo no mu hwie na se still yin team break it tie no na yinya winner then ombesa asha asibim asia hye no so enkyere se de obo first one no on the besa abo obi bi ompesa osabo first no obetuma abo nti ho nkomo no yesi akansie na timba akwanya penalty ye ball penalty keeper na chi no ne colleagues ne ko congratulate no omani age omu jubilate keeper ni kitabo no de ne sa akoso ball ni another penalty.
Okay. Oh, one said that more mechanism.
Another penalty.
Oko hug a goalkeeper.
Your goalkeeper has a work to do again. That's what's I could do.
Oh, sir.
Yes,
okay.
So I could.
Son of referees in Bacana. Okay. It was a reference I don't back.
Oh, yeah.
Because then, now referees in Penny for a quarter or more. Kala, near 1 week. I was be chilly, so I am friend. Senior referees, bar. Fabian, who is okay.
Amacamedio.
My Camedio. The friend Mike says, yeah. Okay, Obeka.
Other from him, so my bay more authority.
Oh, Nakala, we know never referees in the Nicolazado, and now we can.
Nakalana say,
Ebetunga, Ebetunga, we say between your referee, probably between them about you. Oh, okay. You, go fetch up on it. Okay, maybe okay. We are as well. I mean, very good. We have referees, no. How much you money you?
None on bending.
Makala no masa ba ko.
Kala ze never be same say bu.
Me say bu pepe no mantia.
O da he nanti.
O no masa ba ko.
O nanti am he nanti na ke me say bu nanti. Say we don't tete. Yeko.
Okay. So you know obi say Augustine na okonya nkwanhia etu kan no e wo baba ya Go Praman Sono. Anyimbia, what is that latest? A day na F in I found, a day na Kotokwaya found. In fact, my friend about 3 times on Tumin Piki in the course of the program, Seminyana, maybe meet me update, said their mom. Bakusu Dian say, GF no company, Itua F staff no kana, with the Maminja and no match. I didn't
know. I don't see. I'm not doing 10.
The question is, if you know company,
GF
for the kana. Now, so Munibia, I don't know market to Yankem. Na referees there, they are not came. They buy a no more. And Omunya Sikawa Henny and editor of Mohoka. That was the question.
On the day the Tia Effie Pennyvonica, Scaffrey, no Tia, about 10 times.
Opese France any Tottenham space or who's akoko ene ye won ahyɛnso de na anyimbia no France in space will track and be an say a dentia France national team na kre akoko no a wada omo koko in fact my France ankasa no omo kasa akoko no ye omo unofficial symbol and as a mascot and in fact uko France mampanyi fia the official residence no one fee so France ya to about your mampanyi baby outrano gate na nkasa akoko ne gina so nti omo no e omo symbol enu nti ne hu omo national team no Tottenham space for the end there so omo motto ye to dare is to do na every military santini na aya akoko na akoko nyini chese wapegya ne tutum zesa okon watwene kontesa akoko nyina okono that is to dare is to do spirit no akoko charge no na obabeko no eno na ye Tottenham space nto mienu de no even though ni nyina yenkoko but then share the ni link bia and let me also say ye other ye omo so use akoko as ye omo symbol na ba ko nsusu e bisa say number 12 by ebe yi ora kwesinya ntachi fiwi e dey pa na yenya free na nyimbia enye pa na no mpese mi ora nya ntachi free wa na ready ekosu ya yenya bibia free ma emi asunti. So you very difficult question. Mijidi is depending on who is looking at it. For me, I said it previously. What Anas Expose did was to give Ghana football an opportunity to rebrand our game. Say to me branding the wall and Faso Abaso. See Antiman branding the wall near the Kusi Dada anymore and then Faso Biamaso. But as I speak, I haven't seen any major change regarding what was happening, especially referees here chichi or more yes no performance or form yes biaje bribe no say no I think that suspicion and we still have it currently that suspicion, we have not been able to do away with it. And referees are no market to Yakem, any adinano, Sejo, and Saibia in Yamai. Bakonso, de by say, and nay, CSC and Kui Ballon d'Or, why be, you know. But James it's still very difficult to predict now. Medical can say, Osha a year bit to say, Udo any beco Champions League in him, Microphone demo, wash your league. Now, for us, I share a continental competition, especially the South American Copa America, any Euro Championship now, Ecosono. Na year I na a bot tournament, me to say no. In Pimpiana tournament, you know, performance at the tournament, are there a lot to the wedding career that. Medical can say Chelsea team no. Omo win a Champions League not because of individual brilliance, but for me, as a result of a collective effort. Omo mode mono bobo so. It's difficult to single somebody Chelsea out and say, this guy did exceptionally well and Enfa Ballon d'Or mano. So yo, sene me nomination. Mekofo, Neymar, Messi, Nyomoye no Copa America no. There. Mbappe be fairly woefully. Euro Championship, not a single goal. A can frame. Lewandowski do the Champions League ne Bundesliga ninti. Pede nbe kwa kokawe mu. Haaland they went to me and my Euro Championship ni bikra. It takes him out. It may nomination and I'm going for Neymar, Messi, Lewandowski. Depending on senior Copa America no bekono, maybe I may be forced to choose between Messi and Neymar for my Ballon d'Or. This is purely subjective, and that is my opinion. And so I don't know. Or say you we dey bia say we be na no betum bia me person me dey manoto. But what is the latest on the far the question say anyambia yetimi yene Asante Kotoko current management your problem ana isanse bre enche na andina omodidi na tem etwa achiso etwa amso say dey ababa the entire team menyi ni say obia na Asante Kotoko management either individuals or collective management e wo problem but the minimum say adwuma ya yi we are there obi ya dia bebo na baso obi bibia nko yenso obeka yen sebin period say fans cry but na say our duty is to scrutinize, to offer suggestions, critique issues and circumstances. And in some view on my own bit my you be debut and you'll be there. Yet yenya occasion to talk about Adriana Starza and your mother's calls near the Ebaye. We've spoken against some actions and inactions at Ashanti Gold, House of Oak, Mediema, and of course Asante Kotoko a number of times. Now no cress how say ye station ni tiwo Kumasi enti yana ensem no bebre no so Kotoko ensem le doso. Asante Kotoko anso susu nti no ensem doso. A number of times you are likely to talk more about Kotoko. The senti wetima ka Kotoko positives ni bebre. It's also likely so be nyom negative ni bebre aka. But ensem bi aka enye nipa ne bi de. But dem wan say bebre atwam no say uka Kotoko ensem a na nyom da ebi esi wa na obi frem. But then de wie ya no na ye do akosi social media na ya attend Facebook Twitter be do atem especially say unya Kotoko penyi ba ko no proud to me say dia na cheze
start from dream utisai
unya do to me say ya
number bi o media
sometimes a trial now where's ni bi o mu use them on some of them are highly unprintable but we've decided to keep our focus and work and serve the people of Ghana and of course Asante Kotoko and some of them you wouldn't want to respond what I say you wouldn't want to respond and say yedwuma ne de ebekọ so aye sebi yedwuma yem say ehun na enso ehun ne bi ni wi se nyame ya adom ne bi a kire bi agya ye ne akotran ba bi ne mfa say teacher di nkwa na media a bad things will be bedi matem sometimes who follow ni penny bi na hwe nipa na odi watem na utim say akra o chere na de 20 years ago kra no o men yet he would want to insult you that is the order of the day and tinipa na obi say no to the best of my knowledge, Kessben is serving the people of Ghana, serving all the clubs in this country. But the nature of our job is such that sometimes you be come and etia obi wonya ne sa pepepe e kotia wo na say wo de ne say no ntino and I de ne so duru bia say mpan for kasa tenten and from some pem. Yes, we also do mistakes at times because it is not easy to talk for 3.5 hours or 3.5 hours a day times 6 times in a week without making a single mistake. So we acknowledge the fact that sometimes we also do make mistake, and that is why there is a room for criticism. But at the end of the day,
straight away no do attempt.
Just the insult,
unprintable way.
Just the insult. Some of the ways you ask yourself that. Sometimes you ask yourself, am I in the right profession?
That because be at the Papa Bina Modeba. Me can't first 2-3 lines and I'm so what? I'm gonna die. Because me time I'm in Padia, come on, me who's the missing kind of but a room ra more bomb basodia. Might be more bomb basodia. But I'm perfect now. I'm doing mistakes, you know. Won't read your matter, oh, criticize. They say, oh, where are we? 1 year, we in the okay. Okay.
Nobody has insulted anybody on this platform.
More than the insulted about. Nobody. Why the chest had in it? Our yes, and right now, unbelievable. As small can say, managing members need be at me a control some issue affairs
I says official
who feels any proper.
I feel it's not proper. That was it. That was it. Say,
and I don't know.
You're punishing fire rangers.
Stupid.
Asante Kodoko is a big institution.
Some because why if I go see Jimmy empty heads. Hey,
there are faceless people behind the account. It's me could read the cry. What does it? Me could read the cry. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time.
It's amazing.
Immediately.
The minute
after.
So what I'm saying, if you take that step, so I'm saying, say, don't go and read.
Whoever is behind it,
don't go and read. You'll be there. Then go for a screenshot and
make this sense. They will send to me. So, don't worry. You know what's going on. Don't worry.
Tell them.
Then we move on because you have to show maturity, isn't it? You have to show maturity and show leadership. So if you're in the public space in Kwandia there, then you open yourself up for criticisms. GFA, why no my I've been in the leadership position. Why I shan't go one. But you have to show maturity and show leadership. Now you say you don't necessarily have to, go and react or ask somebody to go and insult the person who is criticizing you. You move on.
Okay.
But on the channel, you move on, especially when it is CSU and this, and that you are focused on the opposite way now. Because who do attention call and this will be you may lose focus. Not the SO, won't mean
my take opportunity can be big to heavy. I'm Zenra, IT department, mix up kit web. There was an audio and there was a mix up. Omuko Yusu the entire picture when it was indeed Amanda Clinton in America. Until there was that mix up and now more at the core social media. And come and see. In fact, I know the David Nedi can write up.
I said write up no, but they call for insult.
You saw the write up apparently. A whole misleading a whole lot of stuff.
But I think it was corrected. I didn't IT no me no
Come on the questions about.
So let us.
I was interested in this.
I'm distracted.
Instead of that distraction, say you more we also be a do what social media into a distraction. And when you want to
say the attention ko ha. I'm more distracted because you answer for questions about. I'm not focusing baby. I always see a time on all some of these things. Let them go ahead. And every but if they are on them,
okay. Latest on
but Ben was a DC ni Fire Rangers questions be brave and
Like the latest on Fire Rangers.
What I know, even this one is not from the GFA, but from outside the GFA. And it's, yesterday, Fire Rangers were preparing to file notice of appeal and a stay of execution. Notice of appeal. If it's not the appeal itself, but all person show say indeed judgment nearby and you disagree with it until you file appeal. Until you file notice of appeal, then you prepare your statement of defense and answer the audio call. Some walk found. And the ruling, the judgment has came out, I think was Wednesday.
Yeah, it came out Wednesday.
Give 3 days. We say so person file appeal out the and once someone file notice for appeal, it's
Wednesday evening.
And they are preparing to come with the witness. To meaning say they have up to Monday. What I say, so between now and Monday, we expect that they will file the full appeal on that matter, and they file for what do you call it, stay of execution. That stay of execution will be heard, if anything, before the appeal. What I say, stay nature say now if stay is successful, it's as if there's not been any judgment, and then status quo remain. But what must say, so they are restored to the former state. But if you are not successful, meaning that the judgment now is in force, and you must comply with the judgment from the disciplinary committee until the appeal, whether in favor or against. So those are the latest on the matter.
Still execution. Sanya Juma, far matches or winning no untumimo. But the man is still, would they play their games?
So, I'm going to say, one stay of execution. It's as if said there's no judgment. It means say the former status will remain until then you are restored to your former self.
Why the must
so they can play?
Why the must
so I think it's head by either the discipline committee or
this now some I think
so.
Wow.
I think so.
Okay. And the latest I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I know.
Has the FA not been too harsh on Fire Rangers? I made my opinion known yesterday. I said the decision for me was so harsh, looking at the fact that at least almost show remorse, and there was an evidence of this showing remorse with that second letter, and indeed that letter went before the sitting went on. So for me, FA was so harsh.
Or the can say even though Fire Rangers seriously erred.
Yes.
Oh, so is the FA not being high-handed on this matter, especially when Fire Rangers almost immediately withdrew the earlier letter sent to the association, even though Fire Rangers seriously erred? Would they have done same to some of the clubs that openly supported them in their presidential campaign? Amagansa and Inem.
Difficult to tell. Difficult to tell.
Yes. Like I said, I'm not going to give you opinion on the merit or demerit of the ruling and matter. The beginning of Sawi said in the past, your church, what's cardinal? I say the regulation, and a year Juma in all matters. I have called to the disciplinary committee. I had will be the question by say, this cases be very akachi. What I know is say they are on the cases. I think this week, Oma will release by 3, if I'm not wrong, from the disciplinary committee. I think this week, Oma will release cases by 3. Till they are on it. The assurance we get from the secretariat, from the general secretary, they say all cases will be released before the end of the season. In time, only hoping so to me, I intend them. Cases no Dawson. Dawson.
I like Mama Sally. I
Dawson, I'm telling you, cases no Dawson, especially from the Division 1, cases Dawson. Yes, that's the assurance. That's the assurance. So this week, from Wednesday, I'm supposed to release 3, if I'm not wrong. And I hope say the week we go and I say this next week, other judgments bet me about. And try so probably it's a sitting is a 2, 5. Oh no, because season to try and expedite action on some of the cases in the order with me and for judgment team and say will be a fair. Simultaneous games. I agree with the stand of Andy and Frank Naru, but I think say in some way, a bit more work something around it. So you games in a bit more simultaneously. Maybe a season be quite way. Ebia, for instance, and Kahats and Kotoko, baby, you do see they are challenging for the league and come games there. And yes, simultaneous. I see how bear 4 or 5 clubs, every relegation. And yes, simultaneous. On the channel because when to me because we are needs the stadium said and can and it's technical. So Olympics go home and I say Legon City's bohum na has bohuma. Ube that bo simultaneous game. I'm uminu. But to share baby a competition for pano and try and mitigate it. About as well, then there's a possibility to be more matches. Maybe a Saturday. Na ye omo top 400 near do matches because Saturday they are going to simultaneous. If you are Sunday near the omo was here omo relegation near the baba near bonus simultaneous and near bonus simultaneous. Oh no, but not the whole league. It be in there, it be a but be a critical no. You can manage something around it, especially omo head to head or more pay and try and manage it. But technically said and it's very, very difficult for you to play simultaneous games. Oh Ghana I cover baby because the stadium be one 2-3 and they use you. Just all about one able home no one able at the same time no. But the colleague can run and baby competition war maybe first 2 and first 3 omu pre person league last 4 omu co relegation into person be born the you be no normanti omu so bonus simultaneously. It's you can work around something. GFA sika amuditua work scanning any refuse no man now from the same source. From the same source. FIFA grant never no. Number one way for administration of the game. Intend into salaries and all those and money. Yes, referees can delay. But in recent we say history say this year the current administration is doing very, very well in terms of referee payment.
Comparatively.
Yes. Very, very well in terms of referee payment. In fact, to compare Krampa, this the current GF, you were in terms of referee payment, and CAF. Yes, CAF bim the akamu a month baby.
Kuviana de compare CAF and Pessamentiasi.
And someone tells you, someone tells you, some can't say
this kind of centers. Hotel reference in Kodanyamunam de Maum. Omwa the Toma Juma CAF there, okay, your child ticket, hotel, Juma, far from referee Jumana way. Let's say, I will come, and I have referee payment, and you have referee, and you have the point I'm trying to raise is yeah, but the point I'm trying to raise is say this season you go handle matches as coordinator. Hotels I do Kotoro. But and can't that say for free airport. I do go hotel. You have no special car. Those things hotel. Okay. Stadium. Okay. We are paying Muntiana in person challenge. And yes, sir. There's no one single game about you spend your personal money. Oh, me can't. What I say? Basic in your man. But I'm saying, there's no one single game. We are trying to get them out. Joe. Say
Kumasi to Accra.
Yes,
from
Kumasi to Accra. From Accra to Casablanca, the plane. Maybe. Who come from airport and who go hotel. Who driver. Or before we go inspection near the BBB. So I say, we're doing a video hotel. Back to Accra, another flight to Kumasi.
Maybe.
The year out there, you come from every airport.
Maybe. I'm saying the point I'm raising is say the Ghana Football Association this term no comparatively even in terms of referees payment I they even changed in the past kindly now because kindly is GFA they even change CAF some person me compare because they can in the current terms now some can't up to time GFA need referees car now to time at say CAF any referees car on the whole continent into America yes every matches no the matches but the referees themselves ever can request say in terms of payment this trip now titi the akra mudi match be the krebi ho titi matches mudi be the krebi ho. And our decision they decided our executive council they say yempese be to carry it over and ever next season to say the abana e be pale up e car e da ho dada no at least we make an effort to try and pay this season umbedie but to come in time udia no more twebi obi anka say omundi referee ka that is number 1. Number 2 referee no enye full time job mo bia o Ghana referee enye full time job mo bia o Ghana refereeing or Ghana it is a second job part-time job or hobby or Ghana once you are full-time there nature say when you be a no referee no adwuma na we but what must say so you know the consequence of these things and I want really so be referee be But workers, that is their full-time job. And the money is 50 ban. And one and just when it's Skabiaba, they look at it. Now, what is basic in terms of winkwa. And I don't think, say, it's been, yes, it's gonna come. But
say anopay medical kinkai kakra Kotoko official Twitter account Kotoko communications director omo casting insinuations me pesa me appeal we answer na me de demaka to aso nyame anim ni nipa anim ni na ya mponsa David Obinyako eni enua Dasubre Omontia say Kumasi Asante Kotoko is a separate entity from Fire Rangers. Nisenti, yes, Fire Rangers penny or ye Juma Asante Kotoko and Huakin. Sampam Pampa we Juma Kotoko will be affected, I agree. But to use official media platforms of Asante Kotoko to cut insinuations at the FE, you are involving Kotoko in a fight which the institution Kotoko is not directly involved. At their individual pages, they could do this, even though we are recognized officials of Asante Kotoko, if they choose to do. But Osha say a boy kutia with the Kotoko official Twitter account, yeah, Mijidisa Asante Kotoko is too big an institution to conduct itself in this way.
Our CEO, Jinyame, Asante Kotoko official Twitter account,
you see, just after the verdict. Now, trust you me. Obibeka Chem say we encourage, but trust you me. So we serious and who follow proceedings are. Now your GFA who say Kotoko is coming at the GFE. Fans of Kotoko could be worried, said the person they cherish so much. In a way, this is what is happening. But say yo, nyamianim ni penimni. Some person will be town. And there are countless occasions Kotoko current management you don't play yourself into even if there is a trap, because you ask yourself who forced them to write that letter.
Okay.
Namedikanka about Patson Daka, a player who was just at Kafue Celtic, a team was Zambia. Just some 4 years ago in 2017, from 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, just 4 years, he's landed himself with the EPL. At just 22, from Kafue Celtic to Power Dynamos to Life Ring. Sergio, from Power Dynamos to Life Ring, he went on a loan. From then on, Unya Kwaye called Real Boo Salzburg. Now, Sergio, last just season a year, this guy scored 27 goals in 28 games, 34 times in 46 games, winning the best player in the Austria Bundesliga and also winning the Goal King top scorer. And quite apart from that, now he's been on the list, shopping list of different clubs. But Brenda Rogers and any charges have been able to land Patson Daka. Sergio, Zambia Kruma. And now Maya too much. Most of the times they like plying their trade, especially within the South African PSL. Even the legendary Kalusha Bwali and Timiamba, the likes of England, sir. Only some few of them. Even you can talk about the likes of Colin Besuma. He was the last player of Zambia to have ever graced the occasion in the English Premiership when he came to Portsmouth. And Maya unte nyakwa se omukro for eta to basa. And this one is a major boost, especially when the Chipolo Polo of Zambia, the 2012 champions, Omo national team no Helsinki. After that, say Christopher Katongo nene the squad now more no. It me winning the cup no. I have too difficult for Zambia, man, especially their football. You see, say some of their clubs.
The last time I reported some issues to you, we don't want that guy to predict our matches again, because anytime he does that, we lose. thought I do free Malaysia. Palace Abre. That's a greetings to Kwame Jeffy Lady Route. All right, Atamasia. No, I've a young Newton.
General,
for questions.
General, I think Kaka says some board do I know they can have quickly. Tactical flexibility. Oshe initial number 4 midfielders. So much change about 3, and now no about Kotokoi about just 2 a foot in it. And they sell food. And then the system variety. So anytime Biano is a place and very much comfortable in different roles. And the man is also about mental strength against Olympics. No na be House of Folk endure the pressure only at the moment and even against Legon City so and man management very key in coaching. Some board do are there a lot and all handle guys in 9 goal and on camp Belgium national team a big question why retire at the age of 30 and at the time I appointed Martinez Roberto no say on per player or a bit individuality on the game and or kanema means simplicity a caution and a coherency. These are the 3 attributes manager no because on making emphasis on why national teams make preparation on a short-term basis and that Obana say on your so be bought as a team member on to me and found it creates a lot of issues based on disciplinary matters be and a general no fall apart at the age of 30 and retire. Jose Mourinho 25 trophies and Benitez 11 achievements and the most similarity say Inter Milan, Chelsea, and of course Real Madrid. Then are 3 clubs, so at me a coach 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, 4-4-1-1. Ubenyano Jose Mourinho, the tactical note and of course Benitez 4-2-3-1 has been very consistent with that manager and we're changing kakra not almost all the time. My best 11 local league, Ovuka Fatau, fat laterals, center no Ganiu and Emmanuel Anafo of drafts. Attack better me goal posting. Oban Fifa, me ball 7 Banahene of Ashgold. Na my ball Rashid Norte or media my Salif Ubejino manim. Bani ebe fan chaha Emmanuel Jenfi be far other side. Na dear we say Taylor afa the other side. Kotoko defense and the sort of chances are General Hasfolk a creating almost say no. I think say kakra. First of all, on Kotoko defense me far 2 teams are omoye the lowest shooters league me far Sharks and me far Allies. Sharks are shot 29 goals league after 31 games. Let's just say over 2,790 minutes of football. Generally, you're born 90 minutes biana on the average, and Sana Sharks actually go back. But offer entire is there, you're born 107 minutes, and Sana Masha 1 goal. So these are not teams that general mota shooting can say, let alone creating chances. So Tony Mboy and he analyze it, Kotoko chances do or the man. Entire team lot of chances and this is the game they played against Sharks. Osheko to go back line now or baby and then Sharks as an attacking side critique this particular chance and because so over and over how more a defensive base stay very much unorganized allow position this is one-on-one situations and I will have a critique but ultimately defend the ball allowing the person to get entry into the box and Sana or foul but fortunately to Wahab ref and me and this particular boya a consono and or really fast but it was a chance Kotoko Eddie offer Interlies. Another thing and I'll be who screen so at this point someone from Pony Imoro cut out of positions and then the 2 center backs so they were cut out similarly and look at the vast of space Kotoko Diama Sharks and I am talking about the lowest shooting side I mean Elmina Sharks and then Interlies. So it's been consistent with Kotoko giving and offering chances to opposition teams and this is a counter-attacking situations. Analyze the position of the 2 center backs and how the whole team were caught out in defense and Sharks true to their promise Echo shared this particular goal our goalkeeper Balera had nothing to do rather than say or consider this ball. It's been very much consistent team and general chances are more far opposition now talking about Hasfolk has create a lot of chances league and so coming up against those 2 sides general it gave an idea say has created chances they have the highest conversion rate league so I'll compare about 18% of our chances of creating league and this is some of the chances has for creating league in general the kind of chance creating almost saying now analyze something. This is the real shape of Hasfolk attack you have Barnier and you have Patrick
Razak in that tower. Obetenia find a position behind the line because Barnier a movie and Obin Jr. was the first person in the air, General Okoye, and Barnier move SFV as the decoy for Patrick Razak, finding out the space, big one behind the back line. But Bonnie Cotton and General Obobono at the touching our brand TSABia enim. It was really nice chance, but has folk say another circumstance at your who screen is they always have means that I'm gonna find a chance opposition box. Now look at something. Chance never bad, they created it nicely, but remember they cut the back line of woody professionals off, and at the end of the day Fatau made sure that Obenya connection to that ball quite far by. But look at the position of B Junior. The defense have been set apart. And all of them had nothing to do apart from the spacer or boxing. So big space, you have time to decide. You get the best of technique. Now they apply this particular ball and Obin Junior a ball no edit. We another chance and Eba will screen this. Now look at Barnier finding the space behind the blind side of the back line. But General, it is so tough to understand this. Barnier Kwako Bobo we say they are watching, and these are all chances a house for equity. So I'm saying it. This is a run for the ball situation. Picking a ball over the back line for a netty and one-on-one with the goalkeeper, big space, time and everything on this eight. Yet Obesako Bobo we say they are watching, and yeah, against one opponent, different opponent. And they have 18% conversion rate in the league, second best attack on 43 goals. And I feel that the chances are general. When chance we crowd there, almost saying the goalkeeper is out of the goal post. Defender Bakoda from Bako you're marking, and the other person I be who no boxing Patrick Razak or Wasase Kessben at the area now general chance we above for bar, and this is Hasfolk team the second best attack. So
all right, Kotokodiano, but
yes, you go to Kotokodiano quickly.
There be said I will see my 7.
Yes, I know the brand Macoin.
So
brand the brand Macoin.
You know the young boy so between the
definitely Saturday.
Okay, it's Saturday. Nanka de abre why so young fancy Reno and my do tell your guys if you focus too much on opposition, you lose your position. Okay. If you focus too much on opposition, you lose your position. You are number 1 here in Ghana. So be focused and leave them behind. Ohiniba Yabua, and anyway, Abreye. Hey, Ohiniba Yabua. Wow. Yeah, that's it. The good old Ohiniba Yabua, that's it. Yeah, chow, baby, I will be no questions, baby. Very interesting, but Emre. Heart of Oak is going to Africa to make Ghana proud. Our target is semi-finals in the Champions League. Ask Fred Achi for me. Aside the playing body and technical stability, what should we do again administratively? Gattisburg, anyway, free Accra. And so, Didi, a long question. Gattisburg, Heart of Oak.
What
should we do administratively? Piece of advisor, man, we don't meet you.
And say I'm calling Sada.
All right.
I mean, that's a part of our job.
Okay.
To try the who baby the near can.
Okay.
Only says a Canada. Namuntia says a
Joe, may you go commercials?
Joe, me buy the question there to my name say.
Mami come right. Why you so dance pa ma. Also achieve the kind of some count.
That's it.
Me kwa ba why. Papa Joe. You better room there. Me knew him kra.
When it comes to the continental scene, always you see Zesco, Nkana, Red Arrows, Zonako in either of the group stages of either the CAF Champions League or the Confederation. Bayana, a Kudu national team now quiet in, and I think Patson Daka going to Leicester City is a major boost that's going to help develop Zambian football, and this is a player going forward the whole of Zambia can rely upon. Make about Comoros Islands, Seju. Comoros a comprising of 4 islands. Yefre Baku Grand Comore, Yefre Baku Mueli, Seju, and Yefre Baku Anjouan, and the other one is Mayotte. in 1975, Sergio, when there were the callings for independence to be granted by the French, the island called Mayotte decided not to be part. So, Ekoye, the Anjouan, the Moheli, and the Grand Comore, these people decided, even though these are archipelago states that are in land, that are in waters, and they decided to come together as a country. Sejo, omu population in 1 million. They are almost 921,000. And Sejo, this country, Comoros, became the second country with the least numbers in terms of population to have ever made it to the AFCON. After Cape Verde, it me qualify. It was 2013 AFCON. It was South Africa. Sejo, omun develop players. But Adia Kobaye, the success story started, Sejo, in 2014 when Amir Abdou was appointed as the coach. And Amir Abdou was born in France, in Marseille. And Marseille connection, he embarked on a mission of convincing some of the players who were born in France but with Comorian descent. A typical example, Ubeka, the likes of Mohamed Ben Nabuhan, the likes of Yusuf Mchangana, the likes of Mohamed Mchangana, all these guys were convinced. And they made sure these guys came on board. Most of the times, Opeso building national team, especially countries are on 10 need these facilities, on 10 or my football nation. You either have to ensure infrastructure development, then you develop the grassroots football, or you rely on your people and some of the players are passing through the ranks, or you marry the two. In valuation of land property, you can be marriage value, or you marry the two. And the coach Amir Abdou succeeded in convincing some of the guys who came on board. Oko Minor, they have only 6 stadiums. And only one per NAF FIFA standard. 6 stadiums, only one of them near FIFA standard. And the success story of Comoros came to fruition when Amir Abdou was appointed as the coach in 2014. When he succeeded in convincing some of the key players who were born in France, especially in Marseille. And Marseille, yeah, metropolitan city, ubenya over 100 to 200,000 people are of Comoran descent. And this one has been able to help the Comoros people. And for the first time, we are going to be seeing them in the AFCON. And already, Omu FA president, when he won the elections in 2020, which was last year, he said the plan is by 2026, they want to see, said they have a strong team that can compete. And said, yo, Oshe Omu 921,000 population, over 56% under 20. So from then, they can build upon by building a very good under 17 squad, under 20 squad. From then, going forward with that 5-year development plan, you'll be seeing Comoros will be becoming one of the countries challenging the big guns on the continent.
Mohammed. me answer ni na no no abremo. Hello
Joe.
Good morning.
Aska ben sweeter phone mu pe
Ibrahim yetu
Ibrahim Povia Joe ya mama basu ni eduma pa mo tinu wosi ona mi ntia me papa Kamarat Joe ya be sra class of supporters who share the way and we see na the way advance on the see ni abrena Joe ya my empire bo mo anya de ni ambre a ya be eduma hunu o si eduma hunu so a esa amoe nti eda kwesi ada die obi anko ni ko tedwani kotoko bo na e bo na o kana e de ko ni hunu si e de sa o kana e betumi awini ma chele ni age trophy no ama alimoni
Ibrahim Yedasi yanko next caller enso eho how to folk kasamafo or pari adoso di aba say the ababon things how to folk be construct a 5,000 capacity complex be o pulmani adi nyina nya no kre na nchechemu ni adi nyina no odi aba ama later adi nyina no ebebremo. Hello
Sir Joe.
Good morning. Oh, too bad. Mamifa next caller. Hello,
Tajo.
Good morning.
Tajo, good morning.
Morning.
Tajo, good morning.
Najuso, morning.
But moya de.
Yamia to mobile here.
If I see what the young boy Sandy has as on America, I need this hand wash.
Oh, too bad. Min mother Kuntia, Mamma, we say, Minyana. Hello.
I brought you for Laka.
Morning, that is I meet you.
What about my sister now? So do.
Yeah, name is.
Need my feeling it you. It needs to step, or to miss a stand my feelings are. I said, well, I have to go clear to the necessary for already. I said, I airport for glove. Now, I also say a bit of fire, and putting them up and have a color for the other. Maybe we have come growth.
Okay. Money at Dasipa, Uncola, no, Didia, no, or Kayomo. The Adam Betuno Hormani, and Diana, dear Manancola, and Nima Vita, etc. And Menasu,
the Becca say, also family that will be as okay. Said the Umbay mine, I saw any pa, the minister will be Biara, I do be sure where Humpiano, Name and Sananaimo, okay, it will be Bias, all right, the minister will be okay. Now, a year the way Namea Toma. 24th July,
July 24th.
Okay. Maybe 1 week, no, only better than
okay.
Now, I could see him with a chrome in Suta. Broad money, you know, Bantima Presby. And if I said, I saw that transport, maybe a day, 1 week, a radical BBI.